was owned by Al Swearingen, which literally was about 100 yards that way. Where the Jim Steakhouse sits today inside the Mineral Palace is roughly the spot where Al's Gem Theater was. It burnt down for the third time in 1899. He said, enough of this noise, I've got my money, and he took off. Went to Denver. It's met a rather unhappy ending in Denver, but that's another story for the day. But yes, he was a real guy. Okay. And that was actually one of the areas that they were talking about when they talked about the Badlands. They were talking about Al's joint and everybody else. The old saying is, if you wanted to drink it up, shoot it up, and whore it up, that's where you went. You'd go to the Badlands because they had everything under one stage. Okay. If you wanted to go down and get into a knockdown, drag out, middle of the road fist fight after a good payday, that's where you'd go. You wanted to find some illegal activity, whether it be cards or girls, that's where you went. Right. Lord knows there was plenty of illegal activity going on up here. They just kept it quiet and hush-hush and behind back doors. Down there, they didn't care.
What about Chinatown, and where was that?
Same area.
Okay.
Actually, it's funny. When you go down this direction, okay, you get just past the Nugget Saloon, and then there's the beef jerky experience, and you're starting to make the turn now. There's the woodworker, okay? You guys have seen that chainsaw artist down there? He does great work. Next door is Mr. Wu's. There's a reason Mr. Wu's is there. That area and the area immediately across the street is the original Chinatown. Literally. Oh, wow. When Tin Lizzy and built that beautiful brick structure across the way, they had that three-story actually, the parking garage on the main level, and then they put the 2 floors upstairs. Cool thing about that is they came to the city and said, hey, we're going to do this. And the city said, cool, do it. One request. Can we come in there and do an excavation, an archaeological dig before you do it? And they said, sure, how long are you looking at? Well, given the fact that this was the original Chinatown, it could be a while. It took them 6 months to dig through everything, but they found thousands, and I mean thousands of artifacts.
Wow.
Complete China sets, documents, tokens and coins up the wazoo, all kinds of stuff that they're still going through today over at the Historic Preservation. Wicked stuff. Yeah, glad they did it because there's a whole bunch of stuff there that would have been lost to the bulldozer. So. Any questions before we roll? Nobody? Nothing? Nada? Have you everybody had a chance to take a look at the photographs to your heart's content?
Oh, I didn't see those, yeah.
If you look at the hand and the other one. Now, after she spotted this thing, we spent hours trying to debunk this thing, both at home and here. And she has a brand new Galaxy Z Fold phone. This is the only time that we've been able to get that image. We tried it, and I tried every hand movement I could think of. Never could duplicate that one. Oopsie.
Stand back here with you. I don't think I'm going to make it to the second floor with this battery. I don't think I'm going to make it to the second floor with this battery. It's going down fast.
I'm ready up here when you are, dear.
Okay, I'll be right up.
Thank you, bye. Did you get a take a look at the ones from Little Sarah over there?
Yeah.
While we're waiting for Vic to get up here and we start to make our way down to the second floor, that stairway that we're going down is original to the hotel. They didn't make any changes to it when they did the major renovation in 1990. That is natural Douglas fir, native Douglas fir to the area. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Solid as a brick.
What kind of wood is on the doors? I know those are redone.
New ones.
The new ones. Those are cool.
I actually don't know. I'm sure. I do know there's a gentleman that still lives here in town, believe it or not, his name is Adrian. He's actually working on renovating one of the houses on the hill. And it was his team that did most, if not all, of the good work that you see. They did a very good job. This whole staircase, they didn't have to do anything to it. In fact, when the building was being renovated in 1990, this is one of the things that they were worried about, because the main floor had actually rotted and had started to sag upwards of 4 inches. So they had to come through, and they were in the process of hydraulically jacking up the floor, and they were worried about this thing buckling. Okay? Well, one day, it was like the entire hotel, they were applying pressure to it, the entire front of the hotel just heaved in one shot. Mary about freaked out. She's like, oh my God, we just destroyed the staircase. Well, they come flying up the stairs, and there was nothing wrong with it. Nothing. Yeah, you'll have to do some work to this staircase to get it to do anything. It's hard as a brick.
Yeah, let's not.
No, I don't want to work that hard for crying out loud.
I need job security.
Yes. All right, let's meander down to the second floor. We'll talk about a few things down here.
I might go in there. Put some of the charge maybe.
I'm like, right here.
Stop me.
I see that you are stalling. You can come with me.
All right. Does anybody know what an orb is? Ball of energy. Ball of energy, very good. Usually in this case, it's spiritual energy from what we're chatting about today. Okay? Now, the interesting thing about it is, all right. Is the front lobby still pretty busy?
Very.
We might end up just bypassing going straight.
But you'll still go down and show the photo.
Yeah, we'll show the picture, talk about it, but then from there we'll probably head downstairs. Okay. All right. So, we're talking about orbs, energy, right? Balls of energy. In this particular case, like I said before, we're talking about spiritual energy. Okay. Now, if you get some orbs on your photographs, please let me know. It'll just add to the ever-evolving story that is the Bullock Hotel. One of the interesting things is everybody's got one of these bad boys, right? Or most everybody does. If you want to see something really cool, I don't have time for it. It's about 15 minutes long. We used to show it on the tours, but we just have too much stuff to cover. Google this. Unsolved Mysteries, the Bullock Hotel. Okay? If you pull that up on Google, one of the things on YouTube, it will be the full episode, season 5, episode 13. Click on that, and then fast forward to 27 minutes and 30 seconds. From that point until the end of the show is all about the Bullock Hotel. Now, I won't go into any of the details. I'll let you watch it. It's really cool. Make the hair on the back of your neck stand out. It's really wicked stuff. Okay? Unsolved Mysteries, the Bullock Hotel. Now, the cool thing about that, let's segue to where we're at here. That beautiful mirror right there is a period piece, comes from the late 1890s, same as the armoire upstairs, okay? We know that ghosts love to manifest themselves in mirrors like that, especially old ones, okay? That is a beautiful Victorian antique piece right there, too. No idea how it got here. I do know that it's very old. It's probably as old as that setting that we have sitting downstairs, hiding behind the fake bar down there on the first floor. That thing is original. We actually didn't know that. Long since been lost to history. Well, the owner of it at the time had it sent away so that it could get reupholstered because it was pretty beat up. Well, when the upholsterer was taking everything apart to look at it and whatnot, he realized that it was an original piece. Dates to 1895, the opening of the hotel. And he went through and painstakingly put her back together, made sure everything was solid and beautiful again. And then he sent the bill to the boss. The boss about fell over dead when he realized how much it was going to be. It was about $1,500 to replace to get that thing reupholstered. But once they found out it was an original piece, he's like, "Yeah, okay, I'll check it. Right, back to our spiritual energy. That mirror loves to manifest some spiritual energy. See the mirror? What's in it?
Looks like an A.
Big old A.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Electricity almost.
Uh-huh.
Oh my.
Can you imagine somebody writing that with a piece of chalk? Isn't that neat?